side of business. I had to learn how to deal with human emotions. I needed to know how to persuade other managers to help me, to influence and inspire others, and to increase sales. Sure, I could read a balance sheet, understand accounting, and comprehend economics, but I had not mastered the priceless skill of persuasion that studies show is 85% of our success in business. I soon found that some managers would resist a great idea just because it was not their idea. Some people would clash just because of their personalities. Coworkers would get upset with one another for the strangest things. Ah, the emotional side of business. In short, I discovered that we all persuade and influence. We all have to work with other people for a living. I realized that if I could not influence others or help them influence themselves, the workday would be long, and productivity would suffer. I also realized that the ability to persuade and influence was good time management. Getting others to want to do what you want them to do, and to do it the first time. Then my persuasion journey led me to become an entrepreneur, and these skills became 10 times more critical. I had to learn how to market, sell, do web promotion, get referrals, and convince others that I was their best choice. These experiences pushed me to research and master the world of persuasion, negotiation, and influence. Influence is an absolute must for sales professionals, parents, business managers, negotiators, marketers and advertisers, leaders, lawyers, entrepreneurs, everyone. We all persuade for a living. Persuasion permeates every aspect of our lives. How can someone be an effective manager, entrepreneur, or salesperson without persuasion skills? We have all seen the old style of management. Do it or you're fired. Sure, this results in short-term compliance, but it also results in long-term resentment and mistrust. It hurts people's ability to lead, and it definitely does not result in effective long-term persuasion. So I dedicated my life to finding the powerful, honorable, win-win forms of persuasion, negotiation, and influence. These missing ingredients are contained in maximum influence. Learn them and use them, and you'll change your world and your income. I appreciate all the feedback from leaders, salespeople, entrepreneurs, and marketers to update and revise the laws of persuasion. My goal has been to help persuaders discover that the old techniques no longer work. The 12 laws of persuasion stand true. In this second edition of Maximum Influence, I have updated the studies, fine-tuned the applications, and reveal additional cutting-edge persuasion and influence techniques. Persuasion and influence have dramatically changed in the past 20 years. Social media have changed the way we communicate. Your consumers, your prospects, and your customers all have changed. According to Advertising Age magazine, they are bombarded with more than 5,000 persuasive messages a day. Roselli, Skelly, and Mackey point out that even by conservative estimates, the average person is exposed to 300 to 400 persuasive media messages a day from the mass media alone. In this digital age, people are better educated and more skeptical than ever. If you use the same outdated tactics you learned years ago, you'll lose your ability to influence. Have you ever had potential customers who you knew needed your product or service? They wanted your product or service. They could afford it, but they still didn't buy from you. What happened? It was a perfect fit for both parties. As you master persuasion and influence, you will understand your prospect's mindset and their decision-making process, and you can help them persuade themselves. Through research, I have found that most people use only 3 or 4 persuasive techniques. This is like trying to chop down a tree with a pocket knife, because that is the only tool you have. When you follow the steps I outline in the following chapters, you will be equipped with countless techniques, strategies, insights, and tools to influence anyone in any situation. You will find yourself